To take over the game. Yeah. Still. I know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy, more heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up, and type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them all facts. That's exact what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And Ben Worthy like 42 on the Lakers.
You are now rocking with the best. I am, he is, we are the one and only Politics as Usual NBA podcast, talking everything NBA related. Make sure you follow us on all the social medias. Politics as Usual Talk, our own personal social media, and our merch station, KT3.
Yeah, he can't do it. K3tees.shop. Head on over there after the show or before the show. During the
Listen,
just head
during
on
the show.
During the show.
Just get on over there.
You got multiple devices. You got a computer. Some of you guys got 2 phones. Some of you guys got 2 phones.
Me struggling with 2 phones.
Head on over to K3tees.shop and get some of that Politics as Usual merch.
Indeed, man. How's everything going, sir?
Everything is good, brother. Everything is good. A lot to talk about, brother.
A lot going on in the association. And we're going to start. This is a whole Giannis episode. We're going to talk about some scenarios, the timing of it. I can't wait to hear him on the mic this week. Well, he's injured, so he might not get a press conference, but I want to hear him talk now. But Shams, even on Saturdays, be just killing us. And I was telling you before we start recording, I saw Paul George's face. I was like, what injury was it? But when I
What now?
Look at it. Soon as everybody's getting together, Embiid is looking like old Embiid. Then when I see his face, and it wasn't an injury, it was a violation of the anti-doping policy. He took full responsibility. They gave 25 games. So my first
25 games, Jack. What was your first thought when you saw anti-doping?
Oh, you know what? I thought cocaine business control America.
Some of that booger sugar.
Booger sugar, man. JT Thomas booger sugar. I was like 25 games.
Was he on an episode of Breaking Bad?
I was like, that was somebody said it had to be. They said when he did that 360 dunk in the that windmill in the layup line, they said drug test him.
Something's not right. It's not the Paul George. This is not playoff P that we know.
He was coming in the form, man. It had like 7 3-pointers, and the thing I think the Sixers is gonna miss is like in the fourth quarter. He's a great stabilizer. He calms them down, handles the ball, and his defense has been incredible.
Yeah.
He plays the best offensive player, so they're gonna miss that, man. But what'd you think when you first heard that news, man?
And I thought the same as you. I immediately thought injury. I'm like, it could work, starting to work in real life now. Because it's bad enough every time Embiid hits the ground, you think he's
every single time.
So I'm like, what now? But 25 games, Jack, and who knows, right? He related it to taking something for his mental health, which we all get, and it could be some truth to it. Everything, we always have conspiracy theories that think that it's a lie, but it could be some truth to it, Jack. But hopefully, whatever it is, he gets the right medicine and he figures this thing out, because the Sixers really got a shot this year, Jack. It's wide open this year.
We got a shot, and here's the thing. Hopefully, it's not. I don't think it's an illegal substance, but I was hoping he would try to appeal it and be like, I didn't know, we kind of crossed. It was a mistake, but he whatever happened. I don't know how those things work. I think Shaq was saying they test 3 times a year, so I don't know, man. I just would like to hear more details, but I wish he would have tried to fought it. We got the players union in, like, yo, man, he has no, like, he's the first time. This is first. Paul George has no issues off the court at all.
Right. And they don't test for marijuana anymore, right?
I don't think so. Man, they
Because we
better not.
know most of the league
It's gonna be
is
half the
smoking.
league. It's gonna be they're gonna have to
Right.
get me in there. They start testing for weed to play. These
And
young boys
starting for the New York Knicks, politics as usual backcourt.
coming through real slow with a finger roll. Me and Brunson.
But yeah, Jack. So I just
and I
wondering
don't think
what
it's
it
a
is.
performing in Haynes. I don't think he got no Barry Bonds over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he
I don't
connected
know.
to his mental health. So, and Barkley made a good point. I was watching on the train last night. He was saying if that's the case, it should be a kind of escape clause.
Yeah.
So, but he kind of owned it so fast. He didn't. He was like, so I guess we'll figure out. But
$12
yeah,
million?
that's when
For losing?
I'd have been like Chris Paul, get the players union on the call. I can't lose that much because they could at least slowed up the process and maybe got it down some. That's how they
Yeah.
usually work. But
Yeah.
man, no,
He didn't even fight it like you said. Didn't even
when they
fight
said
it.
25 games no pay, that's a serious offense, man. And now he's like, he's on that cusp now. If he does anything like this again, man, he could be banned for the year.
Yeah.
That's how they used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
Stern was getting people out of there.
Yeah, Stern didn't play.
Yeah,
Stern didn't play, but
any little
luckily
thing.
though.
Yeah.
Luckily though, he'll be back in what's it, March?
Yeah, in
I
March.
believe it's end of March. So last 10 games of the season he'll be eligible for. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise,
Yeah.
Jack.
The bright
Get
side is
healthy.
I said the only bright side we Sixers fans can look forward to. We probably have the healthiest Paul George has been in the playoffs in
In
years.
years.
We'll be
So we
rested.
could take that as a silver lining day. That's a lot of time off. In those 10 games, I feel like he can work himself back into form with those 10 games and be ready to go for the
Yeah.
playoffs. Jack. They're gonna be a scary team in the playoffs, Jack.
Oh yeah, man. Here's the hopefully after the I think after the first 5 games, he can be with the team. So
Still
at least
practice.
he can still do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we need Brother Grimes and Kelly Oubre, who played a great game, to just really step in and
Hold down the fort while he's gone. Yeah.
See, I just thought what we're gonna lose on the defensive side, and
Yeah.
now the timing is crazy because they got this tough trip coming up. They traveling, but if Embiid is playing like this, man,
Yeah.
He's
Jack.
looking back to form, man. But
Yeah.
enough
Let's
about
jump
these.
into let's jump into this Giannis talk, Jack. We had to open up the show with that PG news, but this is a whole Giannis episode. So we're going to be talking about some trade scenarios. Does Giannis stay? Does Giannis go? So what do you think is going to happen, Jack, with this Giannis madness, Jack? It just seems like the inevitable is coming.
I'm gonna take you back to the beginning when I knew that all of this, and when the Bucks franchise started taking a nosedive when they fired Adrian Griffin.
Yeah,
it was like 36-12.
Yeah,
and Giannis, I love him. He's one of my top 5 favorite players in the league today. But there's 2 coaches that have lost gigs while he's been playing.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 coaches that lost gigs, they were doing great. Budenholzer he's probably the perfect coach for Giannis, as we find out.
He was the first. Like, why did he go? Adrian Griffin was a nice consolation prize, but yes, Budenholzer should have never went anywhere.
Like he didn't earn enough cap, and something happened. Because I believe if Giannis says he stays, he's still there.
Yeah,
and Griffin, it just seemed like I don't know what was going on with that. And here's my theory. Not only that, but I believe that after that season is when Giannis should have really tried to get the trade going.
Yeah.
But now he got those calf injuries. He's 31, but he's an old 31.
Old 31, been playing professional ball a long time.
You can't compare him to LeBron. When LeBron was 31, he wasn't suffering calf strains. I need to be out the playoffs every year. So I think that works against him. And we forget the Bucks, and to the Bucks' credit, they tried everything they could. Man, we did not see them getting Dame Lillard.
No.
I knew he was going to I don't know how they pulled that off. Even though that didn't work, They released him and they did it. They signed all his brothers, his mama. I think his wife's on the team. They signed everybody who's related. They gave it up. They gave it everything they got. But sometimes it just didn't work out. But I just don't think the timing is right. I think 2 years ago, man, they probably get 6 first-round picks. It'll be a 4-team trade. But now, I just don't think the timing of him. I think he's just behind the 8 ball on that. He's still going to go probably. They'll get something good. But I think for him personally, 2 years ago was probably the best time to leave.
Yeah, I think you nailed it with him being an old 31, and going back to the coaches, Doc Rivers, it's just never seems to work out. And I know the idea of going after a big name was probably part of the reason they went after Doc Rivers as opposed to riding out the season with Griffin. When, like you said, he was rolling. The idea of having a big name with Damian Lillard and Giannis was it. But that didn't work. And I think once that did not work, and you add in Doc Rivers, who kind of has a name of not being not a lot of players' favorites, I think it would be hard to get some big names to go to Milwaukee. They got Miles Turner, who should have been a nice piece, but as far as the type of 3-and-D type of player that they need to turn that thing around, Milwaukee is not as appealing as going to in Miami and LA or New York or some of these other teams. Toronto's Detroit. All these other places, and they can see that Giannis is not truly happy. So getting a big name player in there to help him on top of Giannis having all these injuries is just a recipe for disaster, Jack.
Yeah, man. You're on it. And I thought I heard one of the commentators say they don't own their pick to like 2032.
32, Jack. 32.
6 years from now. You got it, because they had to give up all that, remember, to get Drew Holiday. So because they gave a haul for Drew Holiday to keep Giannis and get him a player. And guess what? They won a championship.
Yeah, it worked.
But Griffin, they let him finish out the season. And you said Doc getting in there, and next year, you think Doc Rivers wants to be on the team without Giannis? He didn't come
Absolutely
there
not.
for a rebuild. He came there to try to get them over the hump.
Yeah.
So that's the situation. But what do you think are the options that they have?
I saw one that I don't know if I liked being from our home team. I saw one where they offered VJ, and a draft pick and one other player from the Sixers to get Giannis. It was VJ, a draft pick, and man, I got to look it up.
You better not say Andre Drummond, because he's
Nah, it wasn't. It was one of their younger players. Yeah, one of their younger players.
McCain,
but
you get McCain out of there.
It might have been McCain, and I don't know if I like it.
If I'm Milwaukee, I probably pull the trigger.
If I'm Milwaukee,
yeah, but you told me 2 years ago that trade. Bring him on.
But today, for the Sixers standpoint, I think I leave it alone.
Edgecombe untouchable.
Yeah,
got about 15 years in him. 20 years old, and that's the thing. Like, even it was the same kind of deal when Durant. He said Durant is fantastic. He's 37. A lot of lower calf injuries. And you can probably look up the last couple of years, Giannis has had a calf, and he had 2 this year.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I'm glad the Sixers said no. You can't have that kid.
Yeah, that's what the talk is. Yeah, it's VJ obviously is the bigger draw in that trade, but I don't like that trade. I don't like him necessarily. It's not a lot of places, as weird as this sound, that Giannis makes sense.
That's why they got to wait till next year. Yeah. You can't do. You think y'all gonna do something by trade is February 5th, by Thursday? Trading deadline is over. I'd put it off to the off season, but I did hear something with him going with Ant-Man. I don't know who they'll package. They probably got at least because of the money get Randall out of there. But I don't think Giannis shoots well enough to play.
But if you're Milwaukee, do you want Randall?
No.
Who does
number one guy.
Who does Minnesota have that you would
want? Not as a number one guy. I don't know if they got picks. I don't know if that matters, And sometimes if they need picks. Are they gonna try to do a full reboot? Because they do got some good young players. I like the point guard Hollins. He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to be.
No, that's what
came out of nowhere.
They just threw him on the team, but he's not good enough now for where Giannis is.
Yeah.
But I saw that. I don't know. Now the one I think could work is I don't know if Bam's a part of it, but going to Miami for Tyler Hero because Tyler Hero's from Milwaukee. I'll pull that trigger if they could get me Tyler because Tyler's a stud. Tyler Young Hollins. I don't know who else that you could sell that to the fan base.
Yeah. You need a player of. Yeah, we could see Tyler Hero becoming a star. He could be, especially in his hometown.
Oh man,
I could see that.
But you know what I can't see? I can't see anybody selling Cat in a that's a tough I know the Knicks want him back. The Giannis, and he loves New York. But Cat, man, they may be at there protesting in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Cat,
Yeah, it's
but like I don't think that really. I don't know if that really does anything for the Knicks.
I don't know. I don't know if it pushes them over the top. Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna put the Giannis and Mitchell Robinson in there, man. They'll be fouling them dudes all night long. Some to the free throw line.
And the Knicks with the team they have, I wouldn't mess with that either.
I keep it, man. Y'all got to roll out with it. Y'all got to.
Yeah, give it a chance. It's too much of these teams that are looking to make a trade to push them over the hump. No, how about we stick with the guys that we got? Let's give these guys a chance. They got to figure out a right way to use Cat. And I think he makes sense in that system, Jack. And be honest, it's tough, Jack. I mean, you nailed it when you said 2 years ago this would have been a big deal.
2 years ago, me pushing everything to the center of the table. Whatever you want.
With the injuries that he has with the calves and things like that, and how available he is, where does he rank right now in the NBA? Is he? You think he's a top 5 player in the NBA right now?
Yeah, I don't take him out for even though Joker
he's top 5.
Just because Joker missed all the games, we got to keep him in there. I mean, we gotta because when I think of top 5, I'm thinking available if they're playing.
And has proven kind of not to be.
And when he's on there though, but that's the crazy thing about him. When he's playing, here's how we rank him. When he's playing, I can't think of another forward in the same neighborhood as him. Like the separation.
But it doesn't always relate to winning games, though.
Well, see, that's the thing. Not anymore. See that's
what I'm saying. Today,
that's why as far as when the trade, that's why I'd be so hesitant. Except if I was OKC. Now OKC got so much they could get him. They win the championship.
Now we're talking.
They win the championship. I pray to God they don't do that.
They got so many draft picks. Would you give up
whoever?
Oh, you got some draft picks. And are you giving up Chet?
Ooh, would I give up Chet? Would I give up Chet or?
Because I'm sure Milwaukee's going to want at least Chet.
You know what? I'll be like, will y'all take Jalen Williams?
Ooh,
I'd give because I can replace Williams. I don't know if I can replace Chet. They got a lot of those 3. I can.
But think about it. So Chet, Harkenstein, and Giannis.
They probably get one of them. One of them got to go. So I would maybe throwing. Can Chet play the center? That's what you got to think. Can Chet? See, you got to think. Can Chet can Chet stick the Joker? I don't know if I want to do that.
It's a good one. I like that trade though,
because they got everything though. But they have so much they can maneuver it around. They got the picks. They can throw young man. They have throw Lou Dort in there because Lou Dort can be replaced by my man. What's my man? Ball he used to play for the Lakers. He was sticking Joker last year. Short dude, Spanish looking dude on OKC. Headband.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I wish the Lakers would have kept him. Every time I said Lakers should have kept him. But they have so much, and they got picks they could offer. They
going bald. His name is on the tip of my tongue.
Trace.
Won a championship with the Lakers. We both know what we're talking about.
Yeah, look it up, Mitch. That or the Spurs. Now you put them next
to Spurs give up though. Who would you be willing to give up though?
You put them next to Wemby, nobody scores.
Who would you give
Wemby,
up though?
Nobody ever scores. They could be winning like 100-20.
You giving up one of those stud point guards?
I would, because they got so many.
Which one? Dylan Harper's not. That's not going to push the needle.
You gotta. I give it to me. They're like redundant, so I can part with one of them, even Vassell for Giannis, because I'm thinking I already got Fox. Harper's going to be good. And they got a lot of players down there. That boy Johnson, that boy Champagne. Spurs got a lot of players. No, but they wouldn't do this mid-season.
Nah, they already look like they got enough to win it right now.
Yeah, they're already young. Why would you touch it? That's why I think the timing is it's gonna have to be an off-season move. And then somebody said the Rockets. They got a lot to offer, but they would be crazy to part with Amin Thompson. Amin Thompson, you see how his future's so bright.
Yeah, I think you leave that team out, and the Rockets are another one. The Rockets really need to call Chris Paul.
Yo, get that point guard. Yo, I don't know what they waiting on.
Call Chris Paul. Give Van Fleet time to get back. And you guys got a chance to win the championship. I don't know what they're waiting for.
All they missing. I think they need
teams that. Are crazy not calling Chris Paul. They're crazy.
I think they should get him and maybe another shooter. But I think he makes it. He'll make life so much. Only just 20 minutes. All you need him for is the fourth quarter.
That's it. Bring the ball down and get the ball to those guys. That's it. That's all you really need him for.
Man, Şengün will go to another level with Chris Paul.
Absolutely.
So they are players. They need a point guard. So all the teams, I was like, man, where is Giannis going to go? So, but here's the thing: how awkward is it if he got to play, come back? You know, he said he's going to be out 4 to 6. You know, conspiracy around that whole situation. You know, so like then you gotta go through the whole all season not traded.
Yeah, but
maybe they traded for Ja Morant.
Nah.
You talking about somebody's value. That we need to study that. I've never seen a player's value drop so fast.
Yeah.
2 years ago, too. You told me 2 years ago you can get Morant whatever you need. Now everybody like, dog, we don't know what he got in his pocket. We don't know what his daddy gonna do. Too many questions. Like you talking about a guy who don't be playing.
Yeah.
He's never on the court.
Yeah, and I think it's tough because like you said, 2 years ago, I think we would have had Ja in the top 5.
Yo,
I think Ja was the top.
Everything Ant-Man's doing. Every time I see him, I was like, that's what I thought about Ja.
Yeah. And it's tough, man, with the whole Giannis trade, man. This is going to be one of the harder trades to make in NBA history for a star. And not because, there's not places that, there's not teams that want it, but it's like there's not a lot of teams that it makes sense. And you just don't know what Giannis you're going to get. If he's not available, if chances are he's not available for this year for the playoffs, like you said, why would you even pull the trigger? And at 31, Jack, he is. I mean, we were talking about this before we aired too. If you look at Giannis's career, where does he rank? He ranks pretty high for the all-time greats.
Oh, yeah.
For the all-time greats at his position, he ranks very high. But as far as the ranking right now and being available is two different rankings. Like, for example, let's talk rankings all time. Where do you have him? Is he better than Dirk Nowitzki?
I think so. Oh, here's why.
You said this was going to be a hot take. He's better than Dirk Nowitzki?
You know why? Not only does he have 2 MVPs, got a championship, he's 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
I can give you that.
See, that's what he's like the power forward version of Elijah Watt, his resume.
I give you that.
That's why I think him. I think if he gets one chip, I always go, shout out to my guy on skill and talent level. I'm a Charles Barkley guy. He's a championship away from being in the upper Tim Duncan conversation. Absolutely. So I got to put him, and I'm never a Karl Malone guy. I got those guys on the back burner. I deal with Duncan, Garnett, and Dirk.
Is he better than Garnett?
That's the tough one because Garnett is a defensive guy. To
me, he's not better than Garnett. He's not better than Kevin Garnett to me.
I don't think he's a better player skill for skill. But I think at the end of the day, he's already more accomplished. Because he got 2
Only
MVPs.
Because of he got 2 MVPs.
When he got those MVPs against some stiff competition. He had the Joker, Embiid. He still got LeBron. He got a good AD. So they wasn't no weak MVPs.
I give you that. But does that push him over the top?
I think I got him even.
So you're telling me he's right underneath of Duncan for you?
Yeah.
But he's not better than Duncan.
Nah, Duncan got that. I don't think nobody's gonna beat that. No.
Okay.
No.
I'm about to say.
No.
All right, okay. He ain't better than Duncan.
I know he's boring. Here's the thing. I got invited to go to the debate show to hate on Duncan. I said I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I said, first of all, he's too nice of a guy. And what a dog. He got 5 championships.
Yeah. Yeah.
I seen Duncan play with my own eyes. He was incredible. 25 and 50. And he, you know what? He can match all of Giannis's accomplishments. Defensive player, he got the awards, he got everything. And he's like unanimously best power forward of all time.
And when the game's on the line, you can put him on the line. Can't put Giannis on the line.
You cannot put that Negro on the line. So that's a great one. I got him. I got him even with Garnett. Got him even with Garnett. I think he's one more step away. But here's I hate to say, I don't know if how long is he going to last?
And I think that's the reason why this trade.
Here's what's crazy. If he gets 5 more great years, he's going to catapult past Durant. If he stops now, he's in the neighborhood with Durant.
Garnett.
Jeez, got me sound like Chuck.
I was like Durant. I was like, whoa.
If he's in the neighborhood as power forwards with Garnett now, imagine if he does have 5 great years left. Got to give it to him.
Is those MVPs enough though? Like, I get it.
He has everything Garnett has, and more. See, that's the thing. He got everything he has.
But Garnett was more reliable. And we could say, it's tough. You talk about the errors of competition. We're going to have those conversations. Who is Giannis going up against at his position that is of the same caliber of the type of players that Kevin Garnett was going up against during his time? We're talking Chris Webber. We're talking Dirk. We're talking about some all-time players at that Duncan. But who in his position? Who's he going against?
Do we give Giannis credit for being like the point forward, having the ball, playmaking, which Garnett never had to do? See, that's right. Garnett. He was playmaking, point guarding. Who does he have? Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
when he was really good. I don't know, but another one. They don't want us to get in this. Another one. Another one is near the trade value. I know this is about Giannis, but yo, you could have told me 2 years ago that Anthony Davis, you'd be like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know about that.
Yo, he may be the one I would just. We talking about injury history. He may be the worst. Giannis got the calf. We know he's probably got a leg thing. Anthony Davis got everything. His eye, his arm. I never seen nobody
his arm.
Yo, walking with a cast because he found somebody. But here's the thing, and that our term would probably we went old school left today. It was great conversation. But you couldn't have told me when they were in the bubble that Giannis would jet past. Giannis and the Joker would make so much more distance as being better than Anthony Davis in the bubble. Yeah, because he was the best big man in the bubble in that era. Him and Giannis was winning, but we all know Davis had those skills. And now, it's not even a comparison.
And you know what's crazy though? And it doesn't seem like it, but the bubble was 6 years ago.
That explains it all.
Like, bubble was 6 years ago. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't seem like it. It does not seem like it, but yeah, the bubble is that long ago, Jack, and it's just crazy to see, man. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, man.
You got me thinking of the power forwards that were out in the last couple of years, and I was like, who is out there?
It's not a lot of them.
Basketball.
Yeah, it's not a lot of them, Jack.
Cat.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, Kevin Garnett going up against Duncan, and
I give you that. That's a good one. That's a good one. But here's the thing:
Randall?
Randall. Here's the thing: Garnett couldn't beat him until he got those studs.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He couldn't beat him in Minnesota. But this is a good argument. But I think those two. If Giannis happens to get another champion, we're gonna have to give it to him.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a good one. It's a good one.
My apologies, Dirk. But I think those three are I think those are the four.
Yeah.
Giannis, Dirk, Garnett, and Duncan. I'm never gonna give anything to Karl Malone. He can score all the points. I said, here's my argument for that. If Barkley had John Stockton, he might have won the championship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Jack. So you know what's time for?
Tell me, sir.
It's time for my favorite segment of the week. That's a fact, Jack. Stat of the week.
Yes, sir.
So in this time, in this era where we're starting to see a lot of players play 18 to 20 years, Jack. We got a lot of players that are starting to do that. I came across a stat that I thought was interesting. Who is the only player in NBA history to play in 4 different decades?
Robert Parrish.
Vince Carter played in 4 different decades, Jack.
You hate Vince Carter. That's another.
I don't hate Vince Carter. I love the name.
Hold on. Love the 90s?
Yeah.
2000, 2010s, 2020s.
Yeah, he would. He
Robert Parrish? Nah, Parrish didn't get to the 2000s.
Yeah.
Nah, he'd played 27 years. I know he was 70. Oh, dang, Vince. He played a long time.
Yeah.
Because LeBron won't get that because he would have need the 90s.
Yeah, he would have needed to come in a little bit earlier, and I can't see.
You got to play. I can't
see
him playing
in 2030s. Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
That's a record he can go without.
I played in 4 different. Yeah, played in 4 different decades. Man, that is crazy.
Yeah, Jack, and that is this week's Fact Jack Stat of the Week, Jack. So it's time for some shout outs. Who's shouting out?
Oh, I got a major shout out.
Okay.
I want to shout out the Bell family on the passing of our mentor, the late great Chief James Bell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chief Hal, police chief in Westchester, gave us the leagues, showed us what good police work was about, being a great humanitarian. I remember I was speaking at St. Paul's and I saw him in the back and I shouted him out, man. He was just so good. That's the last time I saw him, man. And shout out to Chiefy, his son, and everybody.
Jared, yes, sir.
Jared. And yeah, man, what a guy, man. One of the legends we came up under.
Yeah, definitely one of the great mentors coming up, Jack. Yeah, definitely rest in peace to Chief Bell, Jack. Our condolences to the Bell family for sure. This week, I got a chance to see my guy yesterday, Jack. I haven't seen Brian Moo Ben in a long time. My man, Brian Ben. Shout out to my man, Brian Ben.
He's got a heavy presence on Twitter.
Yeah,
TikTok. He's heavy on TikTok.
Shout out to my guy Moo and Justin, man. Justin Ben, man, got a chance to see those guys.
It's a birthday, right?
Yeah, Moo just had a birthday on the 29th, man. So they stopped it. The God, my man Moo. So shout out to my guys Moo and Justin, man.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got something smart to say, Jay?
Don't go outside because it's a cold winter and Freeway told you to button up.
It's a cold winter, y'all nigga. The button.
I was thinking about it the whole time when I was shuffling. I said, this is what he was talking about.
Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. You know what's going on. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy, more heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up, and type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah.